Hello everyone, welcome to Rainbow Infinity. Today I'll be reading two Smols, Tea and Cones. If you like the reading, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please enjoy. A odd conversation. What do you call this again? Starlight Glimmer scrunched her muzzle in an adorable fashion, her ears pinning back as she tried to grasp what was before her. Tea and Cones, please do try and keep up. Trixie flaunted a feminine hoof in the utmost lackadaisical fashion, using the soft glow of her magic to pour them each some fresh brew. Both mares sitting alone in the lovely quiet sanctuary of Trixie's traveling caravan, the claustrophobic space overflowing with what Trixie called quirks. Posters of each of her shows, knickknacks that failed to sell, and at least 10 dozen boxes of smoke bombs, for when the occasion arose, of course. Starlight sat poised on her rump, squished between a trunk of costumes and the caravan wall, a tiny makeshift table spread out before them for the tea party, Trixie's smiling face plastered over the front whimsically. I can keep up, just it sounds... Starlight let the tip of her hoof tap her soft jawline gently, Trixie floating a large silver tray of pine cones out of a portable oven towards the table. Delicious? Well, you'd be right. Trixie chirped aloud like an innocent blue jay, oblivious of the absurdity before her. I wouldn't quite say that, Starlight spoke, the biggest cone of the batch being placed upon her plate by Trixie, the mare then scooping several onto her own. Just give it a shot. They come with a variety of condiments. Trixie gave a sly wink towards her best friend, lifting a teacup daintily before taking a sip. Like? Starlight stole a glance at the cone, her tongue flicking out in disgust. Warm butter, a dollop of whipped cream, or my favorite, a smear of strawberry jam. Trixie lifted a warm cone in the air with a butter knife, coating the front of it in sticky, sweet preservative. Dear sweet Trixie, may I ask a question? Starlight Glimmer was quick to lift her own teacup towards her muzzle, taking a sip with a serious, blank gaze. Anything, Glimmy. This is our girl time. Trixie giggled with a cute smile. Have you ever heard of scones? Starlight danced around the subject, her brow arcing high in curiosity. Scones? Trixie sounded it out slowly, as if hearing a new word for the first time. Yes, scones, like the baker mare bakes in Ponyville. Starlight flaunted a hoof reassuringly. You're asking if I know the baker mare? Trixie let her muzzle scrunch, confused. Yes, down in Ponyville. Starlight felt as if they were quoting a foal's rhyme. I do know the baker mare, who lives on Sugar Cube Lane. Trixie quickly got on, taking a swift sip of her tea. Well, scones are sold there, very warm and buttery biscuits. Starlight watched in awe as her friend nodded along, taking a large bite of her own pine cone and chewing slowly. Do you want a biscuit? Trixie lapped a drop of jam cutely off her pastel blue hoof. No, just sharing that scones. Starlight shot a glance towards her plate, quickly shifting her ocean blue gaze to her friend. Mm-hmm. Trixie narrowed her violet hues slowly, finding this whole conversation quite awkward. Go good with tea. Starlight simply nudged her plate towards Trixie with a feminine hoof. Tea and scones? Trixie quickly tossed the rest of her cone into her mouth, chewing on the tree shaving slowly as if savoring it. Exactly! Starlight nearly lunged out of her seat, Trixie nodding in unknown agreement. "'Kay." The blue mare gave an uncertain reply, the tiny space becoming uncomfortably silent very quickly. Starlight Glimmer brushed her mane off to the side before lifting up her cup, Trixie quickly snapping back into reality and pouring her a refill. The tension in the air soon dissolving into nothing, Starlight simply flashing her hostess a polite smile. So, are you going to try your cone? Trixie suddenly gave a question of her own in a sing-song tone of voice. Starlight Glimmer could feel the warm liquid inhaled up her nasal cavity as she sipped her tea, the blueberry aftertaste of this certain brew burning her eyes like coals. The mare coughing aloud as if choking, fanning herself with her hoof to catch her breath. Ack! What? Starlight continued to cough into her hoof softly, trying to stay as polite as possible. Try the cone. I made them special for you. Trixie giggled, scooting the plate back towards the unicorn mare. I wish you didn't say that. Starlight giggled in a half-joke, yet mostly serious tune. Come on, take a bite. Trixie locked eyes on her guest in bated breath. I really don't. The unicorn slid the plate back. Hee hee, you always have me try new things. Trixie shifted the glass plate extra close towards her friend, eyes sparkling innocently like diamonds. Starlight Glimmer had two choices at this very moment. Tell her friend that she had been eating what amounted to tree shavings for who knows how long, or pick up the cone in front of herself and dig in with a large bite. Gazing deep into her friend's eyes, she knew the right choice. Starlight lifted the large cone high into the air, floating the still warm object over to her lips. With a sheepish smile, she took an extra-large bite from the treat. Chewing slow with careful, thoughtful nibbles, she allowed herself to take in the bold flavor. "Well?" Trixie asked in pure excitement, her tail swishing side to side for her friend's honest opinion. Starlight Glimmer swallowed the mouthful with a few smacks of her lips, a smile soon forming afterwards as she levitated a nearby bottle off the wall and onto the table's center. "Absolutely delicious. I think I'll have mine with honey." Starlight gave a polite reply, the taste not as bad as one might think. Both mares soon exploding in a fit of light-hearted giggles, enjoying each other's company over tasty treats and expertly crafted tea. Most ponies in Equestria having tea and scones, but only a select few enjoying tea and cones. Thank you for listening in. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Until next time, stay tuned.